So in case anybody is wondering, my shirt didn't shrink, I am gay. Please don't get too excited, nobody's won a makeover. I will tell you, LA is one of the few places I feel like I have to say I'm gay anymore. In other cities, I feel like people can just tell. Yeah, but in LA, it can be really hard to tell like who's gay, who's metro, and who's just Armenian. I have been traveling quite a bit, and it's good to be here because I usually perform in really white and rednecky rooms. Yeah, I perform in some rooms that are so white and rednecky, sometimes my act doesn't even feel like an act, it feels like a really long suicide note. And this is the thing, I know everybody's not completely cool with the whole gay thing, but why is it always the most unattractive guys that are worried about gay men picking up on them? I'm serious, it's never the good-looking guy I would actually go for, it's always some big fat trucker-looking guy. And I just feel like, yeah, dude, I really want to rub up on your man boobs. And I will tell you, a lot of people ask me why I do rednecky rooms. I do rednecky rooms because they'll have me, you know what I mean? I don't get asked to do a lot of gay shows because I'm honest about the fact that I don't understand everything other gay people do either. Yeah, like not too long ago I was at a gay pride parade. There were different points I was watching the parade where I remember thinking to myself, this is really gay. Can we take it down a notch, please? I'm getting uncomfortable. I don't understand the gay pride bumper sticker. For anybody that's not familiar, that's a rainbow flag. Yeah, I myself don't have one of these because does my car really have to be gay too? And if you're a guy and you put one of these bumper stickers on like a Mini Cooper, a Mazda Miata, didn't we already know you were gay? And every once in a while I do get suckered into doing a gay show. Like last week I was in San Francisco, did a gay show. And I have to be careful because I can offend other gay people without even meaning to. Like one night I was hanging out outside of a club, a woman walks up to me and starts talking to me. Halfway through the conversation she lets me know she's a lesbian. So I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, did you know I was a lesbian as soon as you saw me? And I was like, no, actually, when I first saw you, I thought you were a man that really let himself go. Sounds like you guys have seen him. I mean her. I'm
glad to be Latino, but there's no work for us. We just don't have any television shows anymore. We need some shows. I grew up in Texas watching the Brady Bunch. Sad when a Mexican knows all the words to the Brady Bunch. I was like, where's the Sanchez Bunch? That's what I want to see. I'd be like, da-da-da-da-da-da, here's a story of a man named Sanchez who was living with 6 kids in a car. All of them were selling fruit like their father. The youngest ones behind bars. Right? I'm telling you. You can have a lot of shows like that, man. A lot of shows like that. I don't know if you people are old enough to remember All in the Family. They had a show called All in the Family, right? Where's All in Mi Familia? The way that Tito Puente played. Salsa that my mama made. You have a lot of shows like that. Gilligan's Island. You remember Gilligan's Island? How about Julio's Island? Just sit right back and you hear a tale of a faithful cruise that started on a fishing boat with Mexicans and booze. The mate was my cousin Julio, he smoked a lot of pot. The skipper was my Uncle Joe who recently got shot. This is top-notch entertainment, people. The Beverly Hillbillies, come on. How about a story about some Mexicans that win the lottery, move to Beverly Hills? The Beverly Beanbellies. Come and listen to my story about a man named Joe, a puro Mexicano living in the barrio. And then one day he got shot up by his chick. He called up an attorney, now the vato's living rich. This is good TV. Oh, it's just crazy, man, it really is. I love being Mexican. I went to Tijuana not too long ago, which is a very frightening experience if you are a Mexican. Because it's like they don't want you to come back. It's like, you look like me, they might just keep you there, so you try to sound really white. They ask you a question, where are you from? Why, it perplexes me that you would even ask that question, officer. Jesus, criminy jumping, golly willikers, holy Toledo! But no matter what, you always wind up sounding like you're from Mexico, especially the closer you get. I call it border phobia. I don't know what it is. There's always some guy asking you, where are you from? And he's not even from the United States. It's like a Filipino dude. Where are you from? I'm like, where are you from? I should be asking the questions. But the closer you get, the more it starts to sound like you're from there. You know, you get up there, you're with a friend. Yeah, we had a pretty good time, didn't we, Mario? He's like, yeah, we did. Oye, pues, how come I'm talking like this all of a sudden? ¿Qué estás el problema? You're like, pues I don't know. Ira, yo también, güey. Yo también, güey. By the time you get to the border, where are you boys from? Zacatecas! My name's Luke. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
It's different, right? Like, we grew up different. We grew up awesome. It's not like that anymore. Like, even like playing. Like, kids nowadays, they gotta have a play date. Imagine growing up like that. Hey, Dad, I want to play. Well, let's wait till tomorrow. See if I can schedule something. Put it in your BlackBerry. We just played, right? You just showed up and you played. There was no park. You just played in the neighborhood, and you know what streets you couldn't pass. And sometimes you get crazy, man. I'm going. I don't care. By the time you got home, your dad's already on the porch. Where were you? Didn't I tell you not to go over there? Didn't I tell you? I think my dad's a ninja. I don't know. I remember my dad used to send me to the store on my bike with one pedal. We didn't care, right? We had one pedal. I kept up. I'd be right there. You had to be a mechanic to keep your bike going when we were kids. You'd be pedaling and nothing would happen. Oh man, my chain fell off. Hold on, guys. You have to flip the bike over. Wait for me! My dad, he would. He'd send me to the store. He'd send me to the store with a handwritten note and his ID. Some of you are like, why do you need the ID? He'd send me to buy him beer at 8 years old. He'd give me $10. He let me keep the change for shipping and handling. The change was $1.50. And when you're 8 years old in a convenience store with $1.50, decisions gotta be made. That's half the battle, just you and the convenience. I used to get the Nutty Buddy. You guys remember that ice cream? I'd buy a 12-pack of beer and a Nutty Buddy, and the ice cream was hard, remember? And if you licked it too hard, the whole ice cream would fall off. Oh no! I'd put the beer on this leg, because this leg was stationary. And I'd pedal with this one, and I'd eat with it. Imagine if you saw that kid now. Going down the street with a 12-pack of beer and a Nutty Buddy and one pedal. That'd be all over YouTube. Right? And those parents would be in prison. I remember one time I ate it. One time I'm riding my bike and my front wheel went. And I had to make a decision between the beer and the Nutty Buddy. And of course, el gordito Nutty. Yeah, but the beer broke everywhere. And there I am, sitting in a bottle of beer, smelling like my grandpa, crying, eating my Nutty Buddy. next door neighbor rolled up on me. He asked me what happened, and I'm looking at him like, you can't see what happened here. He gave me $10. He said he wouldn't tell my dad. The best day of my life. I went back to that store and I bought a 12-pack of beer and a Nutty Buddy.